Hey guys, I'm here. That's the Diana entrance, folks. First off, if you're watching this, what kind of idiot are you? Are you feeding someone's delusions? What kind of creep are you that watches this video? What are you after? What are you doing? You don't like Gabe Rivera, I'd know. I'm gonna tell you, if you watch this video and you aren't helping end the drug war today, you have placed a curse upon your family and yourselves that you're about to witness. So, Diana came to me this morning in grand form. Heavenly light behind her. She's wearing fur. Now, Diana is a beautiful ghost. She's also ornery. So, this is a very difficult video. One, of course, I don't want to make a video for shit-ass YouTube, Nazi fucks, brain-dead, evil pieces of shit. You are brain-dead, Nazi, mass rapists, mass murderers, planet-destroying louts. Prove me wrong. I'll be waiting for you in heaven to prove me wrong. I guess I should preempt with how heaven works a little bit, just so you understand. Heaven is a collection of your memories. Thusly, if you're a divorcee, your heaven is going to be reliving your divorce. I don't know how heavenly that is. That's why the rules of heaven are no divorcees. You don't get to go to heaven. You can crawl the earth like Henry VIII or any of the Nazi idiots that fucking consecrated Charles in some ghostly ceremony and turned him into the lout he is. The difference between King Andrew and Prince Charles is that Andrew's behaviors are because of King Charles. King Charles's behavior are because of King Charles. The Jeffrey Epstein murder of Diana, according, Ghislaine is saying that Diana was set up. That's on Charles. Even if Epstein carried it out with, what's that lout fucking attorney, Dershowitz, the pedophile attorney, creepiest attorney ever to exist. And that's a statement. So, the hard part about dealing with Diana for Gabe, one, I didn't foresee that I could become a vessel for Diana. I'm currently harboring Queen Elizabeth, Daniel Johnston, Queen Anne, John Lennon. Not fun group of people. Powerful, not fun. But I'm a delusional old man with no friends, no family, that's been abused by YouTube since I was born. The interests that govern YouTube, the demons that run YouTube, the demon instinct, the covetous nature. I'm understanding coveting through Diana. So Diana just got back from a vacation in Montecito where she was thrilled. Diana is radiant beauty and radiant smug beauty. Her beauty is so radiant that she understands that she is a jewel. Camilla is disgusting. There's nothing about, that's why Charles loves her. I honor Queen Elizabeth for her, I honor Queen Camilla for her position. I just can't even think about her. She's so fucking nasty and disgusting that she would want to usurp Diana's position. And she has, and that she would let Charles do that to his first wife and the mother of his children. So, we're channeling Diana. Diana's message is, I had a blast with Meghan. She loved wrecking up the royal family through Meghan. Meghan, you are a hero to Diana for helping wreck up the fucking royal family. You and Harry did a great work on behalf of Diana. She is fucking thrilled. She loved the ride in New York. She loved the fucking disrespecting the monarchy on Oprah. Your guys' Epstein network of set up a temple to dark ritual Diana, it really worked, as horrific as it may have been. Lo and behold, Diana is no longer in Montecito. I think it's the Queen Anne memory box that did it. Well, a whole series of events. You guys, I'm Gabe Rivera. I'm a dirty old Puerto Rican with no friends, no family. I'll never even know if my mother is alive or dead. That's my gift for my brother and sister and mother in this life for murdering my father. I will never know if my mother alive or dead right now. Imagine, and that's all YouTube. That's how, because of how YouTube bans and shadow bans me. If YouTube wanted to, all of this is resolved. Better than the Charlie Kirk shooting. God, what a great shooting. I think that was Queen Anne. So Diana hates the British monarchy. She hates everything royal. That's the message. She hates King Charles. She hates Prince William. She hates Camilla. She hates Catherine. Hates you. You guys are standing behind her assassination, her murder, and her murder cover-up committed by King Charles. You are aiding and abetting a murder and a murder cover-up. Queen Elizabeth was also murdered by King Charles. Murder, murder cover-up. My contract is with Elizabeth. Diana is here. She has no place else to go. She isn't going in any royal facilities. Fuck the royal facilities. So Diana's in Gabe. I have really no beef with Charles. I think he's a total lout and literally the worst thing to happen to humanity besides Charles Kirk, or any of his associates, but that problem was his throat was cut out. Kind of like Queen Anne. Maybe even better. Hi guys, I'm here. That's Diana. So one of the problems with channeling Diana is Gabe Rivera doesn't believe Diana died. Can't process it. I'm dealing with a royal apparition. I'm sorry, she's not royal. She was divorced and desecrated and murdered by Jeffrey Epstein via Charles. William and Catherine are overseeing maintaining that level of chagrin for her in heaven. She doesn't appreciate it, she hates it. Diana appreciates Harry and Meghan more than she appreciates anything royal. I can't believe I just said that. Oh my God. That is fucking hilarious. So if you're a Diana worshiper and you hate Harry, you're an idiot. So Diana doesn't want to step foot in royal facilities. It's the Queen Anne chagrin. The British monarchy is a covetous situation. You start to covet your jewelry, and you can be made manifest on a temple and on Epstein Island while Donald Trump is shoving his jewelry up your asshole and Meghan's licking it out of his butt. You know, that type of Black Sabbath. But as horrifying as that is for all involved, that's what Charles set Diana up for. He's a terrible husband, terrible father, terrible king. Nonetheless, he's a king. I hope you kill me first if what I say offends you, because I'll be better off in heaven. My Gabe Rivera's afterlife, oh boy, compare it to, if you think about all the shit I've accomplished here recently, oh my God. So here's how dealing with these royal ghosts works. I thought Elizabeth was the most beautiful woman in the world. I sometimes think that about Catherine, which really bothers me, because how can Catherine be that if Elizabeth is that? So now Diana shows up. Holy fuck, is she pretty. Two pretty dudes. That's an insult, but she knows, and she dealt with it her whole life. She is going to use that beauty to wreck some motherfuckers the way she got wrecked. These aren't my wishes. I wish Charles is much like my father, a total fucking brain dead asshole moron that fucking ruined the planet and thought himself wise in the process. Was proud of being a lout. That's Charles. I'm gonna destroy the whole planet because I'm king and I don't give a fuck. I'll show those commoners. They're gonna fucking suffer eternally for King Charles's fucking monarchy. We all are suffering eternally for King Charles's tenure on the monarchy. We will all, a dead planet. Charles is going to murder the planet the way he murdered Diana and Queen Elizabeth. Anyway, so I got to tell you, channeling Queen Anne Boleyn, the founder of the Anglican Church. When I first started, I think Elizabeth introduced me to this girl. When I first was introduced to Anne Boleyn, she doesn't talk. She's trapped in a trauma loop in the afterlife. The 3 days, the 2 days, the piss-filled, sweat-filled excrement, smelling your own excrement, fear of getting murdered by the person who is your true love. Anne Boleyn was murdered by his true love. Catherine of Aragon was a hand-me-down from Arthur. Anne Boleyn was his true love. The 4 others afterwards are not welcome in heaven. They're homewreckers. Anne Boleyn, there may be a caveat that she founded the Anglican Church. That might be a barter. So Anne Boleyn doesn't really chat. She's looking down. If you can get her to look at you, the expression is someone gonna come save me? Is someone gonna stop this execution? I'm Anne Boleyn. Are you kidding me? Is this really happening? So you go to her in that moment. If you, the next level of dialogue you can get from Anne, once you start to talk to Anne, if you can get her to talk, good luck. She goes from despondence, like, oh fuck, I'm gonna sit in this planet and in spiritual turmoil eternally until forever. There is no resolution to the turmoil of my beheading because Wikipedia says King Henry started the Anglican Church. What a fucking shithole. I imagine King Charles invented the monarchy too. So louts on the throne, demons on the throne, covetous, moron, assholes, home-wrecking assholes on the throne. That is England. England is a terrorist organization that has no respect for life, no respect for indigenous communities, lies as a standard, and is going to kill us all. The way they killed Queen Anne, the way they killed Princess Diana, the way they killed Queen Elizabeth. They just don't give a fuck. They're proud of that. So when you get Anne out of despondency, like, she might say, I have a little neck at that point. Those are the words. She'll talk to you. The chatter goes like this. You can take her from despondent, like, I'm not, I'm sitting here lonely, I have a little neck, to, so you're saying that you can somehow avenge you can correct the karmic situation that is my throat shot? And I don't know that that's true. She wants to be saved from what Henry VIII did. She goes into that trauma loop. She goes from despondent into, are you going to save me? 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 Saving Anne Boleyn would mean that she would be seen as the founder of the Anglican Church and worshipped thusly. Her remains should probably interred in a sacred fashion, and all of Henry's other lout wives should be removed and publicly desecrated for the roles that they played in propping up a shitbag like King Charles in the way that Camilla has done, which destroyed the monarchy. William will be a great king that will save the monarchy. Everybody knows King Charles is a lout, worst person ever to visit the planet, literally, and William is helping him. Catherine is helping him be that person. I understand how fucking horrible that is. You're dealing with Diana. Queen Elizabeth wants to save the whole thing. She's working with Gabe Rivera. Gabe Rivera has no friends, no family. How am I going to save anyone when you're all brain dead fucking YouTube morons? So Diana's spirit now has a new vessel. That vessel is Gabe Rivera. Hallelujah there. My dream was to take Queen Elizabeth into royal facilities and use her to chase off the dark spirits that were plaguing George. I now have Diana, who enjoyed a fucking fancy trip in New York, like she was being chased around, but she didn't die. She loved it. Disgracing the monarchy through Oprah. She loved it. Everybody that planned and executed the operation, Jeffrey Epstein, Oprah, all the shitbag pedophile louts that are murdering the planet, she loved it. Anyway, I have her now. I have Anne, Diana, Elizabeth, Daniel Johnston, John Lennon. That's my bevy of ghosts that I use to cast spells. They work on my behalf. Only my behalf. I would love to debate anyone on that. None of you will debate me ever. You guys don't have the balls. I understand it. I wouldn't debate me either. What, arguing with the fool makes you a fool. That was my highest compliment I ever gave myself. That's the 0 card. Doesn't exist. You're in a place that doesn't exist. How funny is that? Anyway, message from Diana. She hates the royal family. She hates everything royal. She wants it destroyed. She never wants it to exist. It is using her IP much the same way Paul McCartney and the British Empire are using John Lennon. They're selling John Lennon as a Beatle when they murdered him. Imagine being murdered and having your IP used by